Today I'm going to be reviewing the Xbox 360 controller and the PS3 controller at the same time, comparing them, and I will try to make a decision on what one is better. Now, each controller does have its strong points, each controller has its weak points. I'm going to start out by saying that PS3's weak points are these triggers down here. They're not real triggers. I guess they were trying to go for like a more realistic trigger type feel, but they should have stayed how they were on the PS1 and the PS2, because when you put them down, like you can't really see here, but the buttons hit the table, which it's not good for movie watching. The Xbox 360, on the other hand, they were smart with their triggers. They kept them pretty much the same. The feel of them is pretty nice. And they do not hit the table. They have this little stopper here to stop them from hitting the table. Now, for the most part, they're pretty much the same. They have the same basic idea. Two thumbsticks, I guess you can call them. A D-pad, 4 buttons, a home button, start, select buttons, and 4 trigger buttons. So it's pretty much the same layout. They'd be almost identical. Well, they are almost identical. You just switch these two things, move that up. They'd be pretty much identical. 360 controller, a lot bigger, has weight, good weight to it. I mean, I don't know. I can't really decide which I like better. This one does feel a little nicer in the hands, I suppose, especially if you have like bigger hands. This one's light, you know. It still fits quite nice in the hands, although your thumbsticks are kind of like, your thumb is more like bent. Now it's hard for me to get used to the PS3 controller again, because I've been playing a lot of 360. PS3. This is the Sixaxis. This isn't the DualShock. I haven't used the DualShock, so I don't know what the weight is with it. But this feels real light. I don't know how many of you have held these, but compared to a 360 controller, they're extremely light. There's your USB charger thing, and then that is, if you have the plug-and-play kit, I think. I don't know. That I don't know too much about. This is your battery pack on the 360. It should have been built in, but this is your battery pack. You can get rechargeable. That'd be a rechargeable hookup. And then that's where your mic goes, or your keypad, which I will be reviewing later. That's pretty much all there is to say on the controllers. Overall, I do like the thumbsticks being closer together, but I like the size of this better. The D-pad on the PS3 is much better than the 360. 360's D-pad is kind of annoying. It's not very sturdy at all. But the PS3's D-pad, I love it. So really, I can't decide which controller I personally like better. It's more of opinion for everybody else. And just because. Dewey hasn't been getting too much view here. What did from the Wii Base Station review thing, charge station, but Wii controller is very simple. This wasn't really supposed to be part of the review, but Very simple.